Let's get it.
Hey, welcome to How Do I Know You with your host Mark and Dwayne.
What up?
And today's topic is
Today's topic is your boy Daniel. Daniel. Another Simpsons reference, but that was also, it wasn't Daniel, it was Daryl. Daryl. Man, we go every episode we start with a fucking Simpsons reference. I think we should do it.
Let's try for it. Let's go for it.
We should. Oh, we can do
us,
that.
Keep us honest.
We can do that easily and be like, you guys, fucking Simpsons did it. You guys brought it up last podcast, but all right. So today's episode is about Daniel Caesar, R&B singer, artist, whatever. Daniel Caesar said some very interesting. I won't call them comments. I'll call them. He put himself on a very interesting ledge. Let's say that, and he seems to be sticking by it. But of course, he used the during his rant. He used the scapegoat that he's drunk, but he sounded very clear-headed and didn't stammer or stumble at all. But whatever, most people do that when they're about to say some bullshit. So let's get into the actual statement that your boy Daniel made. It's Mark's boy. So Mark likes him. No one likes him over here. First of all, I think we should. Do you listen to Daniel Caesar's music?
I do. A couple songs.
I only know about him from like podcasts and shit, but I've never listened to his music. So I'm pretty sure I probably heard something, but I didn't know it was him.
Yeah, so it's pretty good R&B, like
okay.
Solid for this day and age.
So you would call him would you call him a superb artist or someone who's like he's good for this?
He's good for this.
Okay.
Yeah, like it was surprising someone from like the younger generation doing R&B.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, he about to fuck his life up. Let's go. Daniel Caesar. Pretty much. So it looks like he started off by telling everybody. You guys ready, folks? And this is from hotnewhiphop.com. So shout out to them for the article. But he started off by telling everybody that he's ready to get canceled before sending a message to the black people watching his stream. So just to get some clarification, he was on IG Live. He was live streaming, him and his friends, I guess, eating dinner. And he decided to share these thoughts on the whole, basically on YesJulz. If you guys don't know who YesJulz is a former IG model, I think, or just the IG thottie who became popular because LeBron James and Dwayne Wade happened to like her because possibly she had a fat ass. And they put her on the forefront. And ever since then, she's been ingrained in black culture for some odd reason, but has said a lot of inflammatory things about black people. Somehow still survives in black culture. Don't know how, but let's continue on. So it looks like that your boy Daniel, if I can turn my phone on, your boy Daniel said, and I quote, "I don't know which black people are in here, but I want you guys to talk up right now. Why are you being so mean to Jules? Why are we being so mean to white people right now?" That's a serious question. Why is it that we're allowed to be disrespectful and rude to everybody else, and when anybody else returns any type of energy towards us, that's not equality? Of course, if that sentence sounds really dumb, that's what he said. I don't, whatever. I don't want to be treated like I can't take a joke. I just went through the fucking Chappelle shit. He's speaking on, I believe last week, he was on John Mayer. John Mayer has like a web series or something where he has like people come over, kind of like some like late night, a late night show type shit, but it's not that vibe. And he has people hang out and they jam out to music and shit. And he had on Daniel Caesar and Dave Chappelle. Daniel Caesar just happened to perform, and Dave Chappelle, being the comedian that he is, after Daniel Caesar's performance, said that it was really gay as a joke. And Daniel Caesar got really offended at first. And it was funny because Dave Chappelle didn't back off his statement. Dave Chappelle's pretty much like, "Oh, are you offended? Okay, that's cool. That's fine." Because it's a joke. I'm not backing up. And John Mayer was like, hey, you should apologize, Dave. And Dave was like, "No, I'm not. I'm not going to do that because it's a joke. And if you can't take a joke, oh well." And eventually, Dave Chappelle got Daniel Caesar himself to calm down and admit he was being sensitive. Dave Chappelle is a fucking legend. And it was pretty awesome. So he's talking about that when he mentions the whole, "I just went through the fucking Chappelle shit. And I had to, like, in the moment, acknowledge that I was being fucking sensitive." story continues on. The conversation got passionate when Daniel Caesar, considering the fact that white people have been mean to black people in the past, but he and his friends are all for bridging the gap, quote unquote.
Just let it out, man. Just let it out.
I feel like if your sister was here right now, there'd be like a lot of yelling and screaming and cursing. We'll be like, "Stop, please! Oh no, this motherfucker!" Where do I want to begin? Where should we begin with this?
So let's go a little more in depth about the YesJulz person.
Okay.
Like, what exactly did she do?
What did she do? Like to be so hated by black people, or what you?
Yeah, like what you just told me. The three bullet points of what she did.
Oh, so YesJulz, she has a history of doing really weird shit when it comes to black people, but then backing off her stances or statements, which is really odd. So there was an incident where she had tweeted some things about her not understanding why black women were so angry at her for sleeping with black men. And she doubled down on the statement and said pretty much it's because they're jealous. And I think she said something about it's because her hair is real and her ass is fat. And that's why they're mad. And everyone was like, oh my God. We gotta end her. We gotta end her right now. But she survived. Don't know how. She survived. Fast forward, I believe I don't know if it was a year or a couple months. It was around Coachella time, I want to say. I don't know if it was last year or 2 years ago. She had tweeted this picture of this shirt, and she was like, do you guys think this would be cool to wear to Coachella? And I believe it was a shirt that said like I'm a nigger or something like that. And it was like, it wasn't even like A, it was like ER. Like, and
Pretty hardcore.
I mean, bold.
I mean, but did she look good in it?
I mean, shit, ass still fat. So that mattered to me. Like, so once again, people were like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, that's.
And she backtracked off that, and she came up with this whole story about how her ex, who was black, apparently designed the shirt, and they have just broken up. So she was kind of a tongue-in-cheek joke or whatever, which made no sense because no one knew about the fucking dude anyway.
Also, do that fucking direct message shit.
Yeah, if you're doing, do it to
not
him.
to the public, yeah.
Or at least at that nigga to make it make some sense. Like, you didn't do any of that. You just put that up because you knew what you were doing.
Clearly an excuse afterwards.
Yeah, clearly. So, all right, strike two, right? And then, recently, she did she was on a radio interview with Soulja Boy for some odd reason again. Once again, niggas pick her up when black women knock her down, niggas go out right after and pick her ass up. Like, oh wait, oh my God, your ass fat. Come here. No.
Do you think it's like a thing where like, oh, she's at her most vulnerable, so like let's swoop in and get that shit?
We're gonna get there.
Okay.
Trust me. So Soulja Boy put her on brought her to his radio interview, and she ended up freestyling on the radio, which was super trash. Because first of all, it wasn't a freestyle; she was reading shit off her phone. Second of all, it was trash. But in the freestyle, she had more bars for black people and black women especially, and it was more things about how black people being jealous, once again her ass being fat, and that's why they can't handle that. Or some whack.
Hey, that rhymed.
Well, some whack ass bar like that. It was trash. Don't watch it. And once again, as she's dissing black people and black women, you got this coon ass nigga Soulja Boy right next to her, like, ooh. I was like, fuck, man. Like,
maybe he was truly impressed.
I was like, I don't know, man. I was like, I just fucking bigged you up, Soulja Boy. Now I gotta fucking, damn it. Like, I like Pretty Boy swag, you fucking asshole. Now I can't listen to that shit. But that's YesJulz in a nutshell. For some reason, her lifelines in this industry have been black men. Always. Once she said LeBron and D Wade brought her in. She got in trouble for the fucking black girl ass fat tweet. Then the Coachella shit, she got fucking endorsement deals taken away and job opportunities lost. And then here comes fucking weird ass Kanye and be like, I'll put you on my staff. You can help me with my album rollout. Bullshit. And then fucking she does some more stupid ass shit and gets knocked back down. Everyone's like, all right, we're done with YesJulz. It's over. It's over. And here comes here comes fucking Soulja Boy. And now it was like, all right, this has to be the last one because she just fucking said some more disrespectful shit. Black women, black queens are out here. We ain't tolerating this shit. And lo and behold, she goes on a podcast that is predominantly black. That has a battle rap legend. If you guys are all battle rap fans, Murder Mook is one of the co-hosts who is super black, which makes no sense. Like, super black. If you ever heard any of his fucking battle raps or whatever, a lot of his, at least more of his recent battle raps have been super pro-black and super, trying to push the culture. This nigga, like, for the whole episode of that podcast was just fucking caping for YesJulz and talking about that she could say nigga. And it's okay for her to say nigga because he grew up with white people in a neighborhood who was like, they was his niggas and all that shit. And I'm like, nah, bro.
It's weird.
Just nah. Like, once again, I get it. She got a fat ass. But we have to separate the two right now because we can't do this shit. But that's YesJulz. That is the person that's being saved again now by Daniel fucking Caesar. The kid who just won a Grammy, is saving YesJulz. Why? Just let her die. Just let her die.
Well, he was drunk.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
He said he was drunk, though.
No,
why would he lie?
No, he wasn't.
Why would he?
No, he wasn't.
He was very serious.
I want to hear that shit. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. Fuck out of here. All right. I'm tired of the top 3 excuses on the internet today when some people do some stupid ass shit is number 1, drugs or alcohol. Actually, no, fuck that. Drugs and alcohol are number 3. So drugs and alcohol number 3. Number 2 has gone to I was hacked. Number 1, which is the worst one, is fucking dealing with emotional stress or anxiety or mental issues. Mental issues make you say stupid shit.
In a way,
I
but
guess.
not in the way they're using it.
I guess anxiety makes you say dumb shit. I don't know. But yeah, I don't. No, you don't get that excuse, Daniel. You don't. All right, because you stated several times in your little fucking rant that you didn't care about being canceled. This is how you felt. You said this shit before and everything like that, and this is how you feel, right? So let's dive into it. Do you think Daniel Caesar has a point with what he is saying?
No, because it didn't make any sense. There was no point. He was just like, I think he maybe to give him I don't want to give him any leeway, actually. I think he was just in his feelings, and he was just like, why can't we all just get along, and why can't we all just love each other? And he just wanted to stop hearing about it. So that's what he said.
You ever, I don't know if you ever thought about this shit, but you ever, like, every time they talk about Malcolm and Martin, I used to be like, because I still am, like, I'm 100% a Malcolm guy, right? Mm-hmm. And there's people who fucking love Malcolm, there's people who love Martin, there's people who hate Malcolm, there's people who hate Martin, right? Which I've always found weird, because it's like, I can't hate Martin and like Malcolm. Right. You have to like them both. I just prefer Malcolm's rhetoric more than Martin's. But they're both needed, right? The thing that people seem to always misconstrue with Martin was like, we have to sit down at the table with these black people. I mean, black people, whoa. Oh, duh. We have to sit down at the table with these white people and get them to understand us. And then we can start to, develop change. Without doing that and just being aggressive, all you're doing is playing to the stereotypes that they already have of us. Which made sense. All right? Made sense. Malcolm was more like, fuck all that. We've done that shit. Didn't work. I ain't got no time for this shit. All right? They're not going to keep fucking beating, sicking dogs on us, lynching us, and then we just go out and fucking march, and that's it. We're not doing that no more. All right? Also made sense, right? At no point did they ever go like, white people are cool, though. They never said that. No. All right? Martin was clearly like, I'm for my people. We can fucking work with y'all, but I'm still for my people. It's not a thing where it's like, oh, no, we have to start to, conform to white people to make them comfortable. No, he didn't say none of that. He was saying, like, I want to be at the table so these white people can get comfortable with us.
Yeah.
Right? Malcolm was pretty much like, fuck being comfortable. They're going to be comfortable. This is our land, too. Same shit, right? But no, at no point was it like, hey, fuck, we have to be like white people. Why do people get that misconstrued today? Because of shit like this stupid nigga says right here, right? This goes back to an earlier podcast we had when me, you, and Deli, shout out to Adelpha. Shout out to Adelpha. Me, you, and Adelpha, we talked about the whole Kardashian Travis Scott thing.
Right.
And then I brought up Childish Gambino. And I brought up why was he not canceled when he was pushing the forefront of all this, this black love shit, but his significant other is not black, which for me is fine because my significant other is not black. For people who are like, oh my God, turn it off.
Shocking.
No, my significant other is Hispanic, all right? That is cool. That is fine. I don't have an issue with the shit. My issue is when you push a narrative and then you hide what you really are. That's my issue, right? So with Gambino, I brought up how I'm like, how come black people aren't canceling him? Because he clearly, he won't say he did it, but it seems like he didn't go out of his way to be like, my wife is, not even my wife, but my baby mama is Asian.
But couldn't you attribute that to just privacy?
Which is fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
However, like I said that same day, I don't understand how you can push what he's pushing without addressing something that people are going to figure out. You know what I mean? Because it's not like he's not outside. All right. If he was someone if it was like Michael, because Michael was like he was like a fucking a recluse. Mm-hmm. Like he barely went outside towards the end of his life, right? He was always out of the country. No one really knew where he was, right? Niggas know where Gambino is. The only difference is Gambino chooses not to announce where the fuck he is. But it's not like people don't know where he is, right? That's the difference. Today, a lot of celebrities like to fucking announce where they are so they get all the fucking headlines and shit. Right. That's not him, which is cool. He wants to be normal. That's fine. My issue is I guess me personally, I couldn't be like, for example, if I'm, because I'm super pro-black, right? I couldn't sit here and be like, this world needs to be blacker. We have to start capitalizing on all these people and fuck everybody else. Meanwhile, one of my best friends sitting here is Hispanic. Fucking my girl is Hispanic and everything like that. Like, to me, I'm like, I sound crazy because I'm like, I'm saying this shit, but if you look to my right, here you are. All right, you know what I mean? So I'm like, I don't understand how you can say like, you preach all this black love and fuck his significant other. Fuck her. All right.
All right.
Your kid is mixed. So you can't say like I'm super pro black, but then it's like so you only love half of her then, or like you know what I mean? Like it's weird.
Does being pro black mean you're just anti everything else?
The rhetoric he was pushing and the shit he's pushed, yes.
What was he saying specifically that made it so?
Everything that he's pushed from the This Is America to the videos to his music to Atlanta, everything has been something to where he's trying to push blackness in the forefront of everything of not just pop culture but culture in general. Mm-hmm. He's trying to completely disassociate himself with white people. That's what it seems like he's doing. Which again, for me, is fine because he's taking ownership that we need to be accepted more, which is fine. I'm not saying that's wrong. My issue is, can you push that and also have can you do what Jordan Peele is doing, pretty much? Because Jordan Peele hasn't hit anything at the moment. So you see what I'm saying? Like, when he made Get Out, everyone was like, yes, he's doing all this shit. Yes, he's fucking for us and he's whatever. But at no point did he ever go out of his way to be like, my wife is not white.
The only difference there is that his wife is also a comedian, stand-up comedian, an actress.
Right.
So they're both used to being in the public eye.
But would you say that she is someone who's actually known before Jordan Peele's ascension.
She was. I mean, not on Jordan Peele's level.
That's what I'm saying. Like, not for someone like us or you who would be like, because we're in stand up and shit. I'm talking about general public. For the general public, I don't think anyone knew, because clearly the backlash from it when people found out was like, what the fuck, like, and everything, and it was like, he never hit it. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the thing where it's kind of, that's why I got on Gambino, because like I said, his previous albums, he didn't hide it either. He didn't hide that he liked Asian chicks. He didn't hide that he was fucking white girls. Yeah. It wasn't until recently that it was like, he stopped talking about that stuff, which made me feel like, is it a growth thing, or are you trying to push a narrative now because people think you're this? If it's a growth thing, cool.
Well, the way I see it two ways. There's probably more ways, but this is how I see it.
Either we have to get the fuck off Gambino. It's not about him.
Yeah, either he, like, I'm just trying to, like, because it's a good like focal point of, like, if you're pro-black, that's it, nothing else. If you step outside of that, then whatever you said is like null and void. Right. Which it doesn't seem like a good strategy.
It doesn't
at all to me. So, like, I'm trying to, like, with him, like, if his wife was or the girl that I don't know if it's his wife.
I think it's just his baby's mother.
If she, if he actually fell in love and everything, and she just happened to be white or Asian, whatever she is, why does that cancel all of his pro-black stuff? Like, he fell in love, so.
Let me clarify. I'm not saying that him being with that person cancels it. I'm saying what he would get canceled for, which is what, because like I said, if we're talking about just my beliefs and everything, I feel like that's fine, because people also like to bring up, Malcolm X was a thief and a con man before he was Malcolm X. Yeah. Martin Luther King, while he was saying all this fucking free at last shit, was fucking other bitches. Like, so in today's era, we would cancel them niggas, which would make no sense, because then nothing would be where it is today.
Yeah, like one doesn't have to do with the other.
Exactly, right? So my thing is, people brought it up in an attempt to cancel him because of how he was pushing his line and everything he was doing. That's different from him being like, this is my significant other, who cares, right? Because I feel like there's plenty of people, who the fuck? That Jesse Williams guy or whatever, right? He's clearly not full black. But niggas love Jesse Williams, right? And we don't care, right? And that's kind of an issue. And also, I feel like black people also don't care about white people when they are on our side, too. We accept them just as much as we accept niggas, right? The thing where I feel like he was getting questioned and when he was getting like, hey, what the fuck, was because the line he was pushing was so pro-black that when it came out, which it didn't come out because, like I said, if you knew him, you knew it already. But when it was like, wait a minute, his, baby's mother is Asian and his daughter is half Asian, everyone was like, whoa, what the fuck? And it's funny because you saw the girls who would, like, put this nigga up as, like, oh, my black king, and it'd be Gambino. Now they're starting to switch up, like, whoa, what? That's why I was just like, to me, it's not his fault. To me, it's actually society, like, black culture's fault. Because they put us in this box where we can't fucking step out of it and look love has to be just between black people. It can't be between black and Hispanic, black and Asian, black and whatever. I understand that because thinking the same way that there's a lot of black like cultural leaders and shit in our side that I don't like because they push that shit. One of them is Dr. Umar Johnson, who, dude's a genius. But when it comes to relationships, I think he's the stupidest motherfucker on earth. Because he pretty much has openly stated thousands of times that black people should be segregated when it comes to relationships. They should only date each other. They should only deal with each other because that's what whites, Hispanics, Asians have done. And that's how they were able to socially and economically build up their cultures, which I get what he's saying from a logical standpoint. Cool. But also, that's insane to tell someone. But again, if he just said it like that, and kept it moving, I'd have been fine with it. Because I'm just like, all right, he's saying it from like, hey, if you guys want to, really push this line and make it quicker, date within your race because we'll get there quicker, right? Cool. But what made it bad was he doubled down and was like, you're not black if you date outside your race. Which once again, now we're back in this fucking argument of what's black and what's not black, which is not the issue. It's the same shit that, if you want to fucking get all 70s, the man, white people have fucking done forever. We'll see the actual issue, which is whatever's going on. They'll change up the narrative real fast, give you another argument to fucking now argue over. You forget about what the fuck you were fighting for in the first place. Then you start fighting all these other weird ass battles that make no sense, which is like fucking oh shit, Gambino's baby mama's Asian. He's not black anymore. Or fucking Jordan Peele made this movie, but his wife's white. What the fuck? And all this shit. And then like, who gives a fuck? Because they're black. All right, that don't matter. Nothing else matters but them being black and them pushing the culture. Right. But let's get back to Daniel Caesar. At least let's try to tie it in back to Daniel Caesar. Okay. With Daniel Caesar, what the fuck was the original question? Holy shit.
Did he have a point?
Yeah, okay, did he have a point? I feel like where I see where he was going with it, right? Which he was trying to say, I think he was trying to say at least, we have to be able to deal with white people like YesJulz if we want to be able to defeat people like YesJulz, right? I'm really fucking shooting you some bail right now because you didn't say that shit at all. But that's what I feel like he was.
This is what you should have said.
You should have said this, right? But I feel like his true, and this is where it gets hard for me because a lot of black people have the notion that to get anywhere in, I guess, entertainment or to be successful, you have to shuck and jive and you have to fucking appease white people. And I feel like once you get to a certain point, that's not true anymore. But I understand the fear about it because he's a kid who just got a Grammy and his career is like trending upwards. Right?
Really fast.
So it's hard to tell someone, whose career is trending upwards, who just happens to be black and a fucking singer. It's hard to tell him because he stopped becoming a regular person. All right? He's no longer Daniel or whatever.
Right. He doesn't get that racism.
He doesn't get that shit anymore, right? Yeah. Or at least he doesn't get it to the degree of fucking me, you, whoever would, right? Right. And it's very telling because if you watch the video, he says when he's like, I've been through this shit. I slept on park benches. What does that have to do with being black? Exactly. I don't know.
I guess they're more homeless than most people. I guess that's what he was trying to say.
I mean, okay. That's a weird stat. I
don't
think it's true, but whatever. And you can tell that he was trying to, like, I think him trying to, like, make comparisons was also stereotypes of what white people think black people are.
Exactly, yeah.
Which is my issue with this shit because it's like, you can't appease someone when you've only been taught their way of life. So, I mean, like, how can we bridge a gap when they've fucking taught us everything and told us that we're nothing?
Yeah. You're
saying to accept that, which is bullshit. He blatantly said in the fucking video, you have to accept their opinion. So you accept them thinking that you're nothing. You accept them thinking that you're only good for singing and dancing and playing sports and fighting. That's that's how ridiculous what the fuck he said was. Because I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you can't be serious. Like, and then we're supposed to accept that, but don't get mad at Jules or other white people for saying shit like this because it's just their opinion. I don't know. We gotta go ahead.
It's weird that he's saying that because he got mad at someone saying like very gay.
Yeah.
You know, he got mad at that, but he wants to accept someone that's their opinion is like a racist ass opinion.
Right. Right.
Because he realized it was a joke.
Continue.
Yeah, so because he realized it was a joke, he said, "Oh, maybe everyone should stop being so sensitive, and then you could start a dialogue or whatever." It's like it's not the same though. A straight up like racist rant about the people that basically put you on and got you all this money.
Fucking employ you. Fucking
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Basically, pay your bills.
Yeah, basically, she's an employee and she just went off on the bosses.
That's my. Thank you. Thank you. Right there. Yes. Round of applause, Mark. Round of applause.
This is why I made it. This is why I was able to be his friend. Saying shit like this.
Like. Go ahead.
And then so she does that. There's no joke at all, and every time she backtracks and apologizes, clearly she doesn't mean it. So how many times does she have to fake apologize for you to be like, all right, you're done? Like, go find employment somewhere else. See what other people accept you.
That's my issue with his whole statement and why I'm like, it's bullshit. Because he's saying, hey guys, we have to stop being so mean to Jules. Stop it. Leave Jules alone, okay? Have you seen that ass? This bitch is thick.
Oh, man. If he hasn't had sex with her yet, what a fucking sucker.
I don't even think he likes girls. Never mind.
But, all that for what? Like,
Chappelle, you're on to something, buddy. But it's crazy because he's saying that, and I'm like, nigga, they don't give us a second chance at anything. Ever. That's why it's so ridiculous. I'm like, what the fuck are you? It's the equivalent of, this is the shit I hate, right? I always hated the fucking people, right? If you remember like the kids in high school and shit, when they would pick on like a kid or whatever, right? They would pick on him and pick on him and pick on him. Everyone would join in on the fucking joke, right? And they'd be like, whatever, it's funny, whatever. As soon as that fucking kid said something back, or like was like, fuck it, you know what, I'm going off or whatever, everyone would be like, man, hey man, calm down, like man, it's a joke, you wildin', bro, like, yo man, hey chill, it's not even that serious, like, I hate that it's not even that serious, nigga. I hate that nigga, man, like, fuck that, all right? Let me tell you something. If you're my friend, family member, whatever, I've never been it ain't that serious, nigga. I'm always like you feel a certain type of way? Then I'm with you on it. Whatever, right? Like, there was an incident where my friend wanted to fuck a kid up in the gym. At no point was I like, calm down. I was just like, well, either he gonna beat your ass, we gonna all get into a fight right now, or that kid's gonna walk away. But I'm not stopping him. Because you've offended him.
Yeah.
It's not my job to stop him.
What you
now.
did.
You did what you did. Now you walk into whatever you about to walk into, right?
I always say it to piss people off.
Like right. Well, me too, because I know the triggers.
You mad?
You mad, huh, man? Calm down.
Serious,
Why you butthurt?
Yeah.
Stop, man. But like, I could tell by him fucking making this video that he's that type of nigga.
Yeah.
He's the type of like, it's not even that serious. And I'm like, you're saying that from a place of a nigga who just won a Grammy. You can't tell black people or speak for black people and tell us to be like, hey guys, we got to stop being so mean to white people.
Yeah, I mean, I get the positivity because like when you're in that world of like everyone's like complimenting you and you're just the shit right now and you're fucking winning, you're like, man, let's just all get along. Like
it's so easy.
And I get it. It was very misplaced.
I have all these friends. Why not? You know?
Yeah,
like,
let's all be friends.
And I get like I said, I get his angle. But it goes back to what I was saying about his angle. His angle is only coming from a perspective of someone who every day you're being told that, fucking damn, you're great, man. That's a great song. Oh my God, I love your music. Yeah, I'd probably feel the same way. Yep. Probably like, and not to mention, fucking, we also had no one talked about this shit when it happened. Well, they did, but they kind of glossed over this shit because it's fucking Lil Wayne and we love him. But Lil Wayne openly, all right, said in an interview that he doesn't give a fuck about racism White people cool with him, right? Which again, nigga, let's just. And even for him, I get it because he's been like famous and rich since he was like 14.
Yeah.
So it's like, what did you really go through, right? But once again, you can't say that and then try to talk for black people on that aspect because you're Lil Wayne. Of course, this white girl wants to suck your dick. You're Lil Wayne, right? Of course, she thinks you're fucking. Prime example in high school, my junior year, right? I was in this photo class, and this was before I got switched. So I had I had fifth period photo, but I ended up getting switched to first period photo, right? But in fifth period photo, I had my friend Edgar, a couple of other people in that class that were his friends, whatever. They were all like Hispanic or whatever, right? They had a couple of girls that were with them, whatever. They were like, you know, little Hispanic thotties or whatever. And of course, me being my friend Edgar's friend or whatever, we grew up together technically, right? So by grew up, I mean like from middle school. I knew him since middle school, right? So I know his character, right? So even though right now he's with these Hispanic people that are kind of racist, he's not racist. He's just fucking trying to fit in, which I understand, right?
Been there.
All right, so I'm gonna shoot him some bail, right? So we're talking, whatever. So I get cool his friends too. His friends are cool. So one day we're all sitting around talking and joking and shit, and we're all cracking jokes. And the girls, I asked the girls, I'm like, hey, you know, because they had this is back in the day where the girls put pictures of people on their binders and shit, man. Right? So
that's so weird.
One of the Hispanic girls had this big ass picture of Lil Wayne on her binder, and I was like, "Oh, you like Lil Wayne?" And she's like, "Yeah, oh my god, he's so hot, he's so fine, like, oh my god." And I was like, "Really?" I was like, "Oh, so you like black people?" Oh, and then she was like, she was like, "No, he's like Lil Wayne." Like she's like, Lil Wayne would be like the only black guy I'd ever date and fucking everything. And I was like, "That's racist, though." And she's like, "No, it's not," and everything. I'm not racist and everything. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty racist though, because you can't say that I'm only gonna fuck the dude just happens to be the biggest rapper in the world right now.
Right, I'm only fucking the best of the best.
Best. I can't fuck with y'all.
Yeah, not you commoners.
Ew, cheap. And like I was dumbfounded by it because she said it with such like a kind heart. She's like, "Come on, you get it."
She
like,
truly believed that.
Yeah, like,
it wasn't.
I'm like, no, it's completely racist, right? So if you're Lil Wayne, you have that, right? You have all these people who don't see you as a fucking nigger. They see you as Lil Wayne, right? I get it. You know, you haven't had any bad experience with fucking racism. Everyone's been cool to you.
Yeah.
But your mama, your grandparents, your cousin, basically everyone who's not rich in your family, who is of your skin color, has dealt with some bullshit. Why would you say that? Fucking Daniel Caesar. Why would you say fucking you're bridging the gap and trying to make this like a thing when niggas before you have been doing that for years and we haven't gotten anywhere?
Look, it'd be nice. It'd be nice if it was like that, like the way how they experience it. It'd be nice if all across the board it was like that.
People have to get out of their bubbles. All right, you got to get out of your fucking bubble. All right, and the thing that I hate about this whole thing is truly, if you know people who are, and I'm personally not a fucking PC person. I don't like cancel culture. I think it's stupid. But there's moments when cancel culture is supposed to work, right? It's supposed to do like its due diligence, right? This nigga should have been canceled. Okay? Should have been canceled. Today on Twitter, there was so many black people who were caping for that nigga. And I was like, how? This nigga openly just turned his back on all y'all and said, white people aren't the problem, we're the problem. That's what he openly just said. He basically just whipped his dick out and told y'all to all suck it.
And they did.
And y'all niggas got on y'all knees and was like, he makes such good music. I can't allow it to be. No, fuck that nigga, man. Like, fuck him completely. All right. And like, I saw these dumbass posts and shit. Like, well, we have to cancel Daniel Caesar for 24 hours. We have to cancel Daniel Caesar for 3 days. Fuck that.
Do what he said. Don't listen to his music anymore.
Don't support that nigga. He's on an island. Leave his ass there. We got to stop doing this. Like, if niggas want to get somewhere, right, you got to either be on the boat or fucking off the boat. All right? I don't want to play no more of these fucking stupid-ass games where, like, fucking Kanye shows his ass for 2 years straight on this fucking pro-white, pro-Trump shit. And then niggas is like, no, see, if we're going to get anywhere, like we need Kanye. He's too... No, he's not.
I saw that change was when he was, I think he was like in Africa somewhere.
Right.
And he was doing the piano thing with everyone doing that. That's when I was like, oh, so he's still there. That old Kanye's still there.
Fuck that nigga, man. Leave his ass on the island. Like, I don't get it. And that's the one thing that honestly, and even I'm fucking like a victim of it too. I'm gonna tell y'all something. White people, you wanna know black people's Achilles heel? I think you guys already know too. We are honestly the most forgiving culture on earth. I don't know why. I don't understand it. I don't fucking get it. Like, we will forgive everyone for everything. And I don't understand that shit, all right? Because there's moments when I'm like, and it's funny because we'll forgive everyone except niggas. It's the wildest shit ever, all right? So, Kanye says...
Do you think that has a lot to do with self-hate?
Yes, 100%.
And self-hate instilled by these other people?
Yeah, 100%.
That's crazy, man.
100. This is why it's so psychologically like draining, because it's like it took me, because I was a person. I'm gonna be honest. I was a person before I got like maybe 2021. I was a person who was like, look, I have black friends, I have Hispanic friends, I have Asian friends or whatever. To keep it a bean with you, to keep it a whole buck or whatever. Like, I'm kind of 50-50 on racism. Because I'm like, for me, I get around just fine. You know what I mean? So, it wasn't until I had to realize that, wait a minute. Your grandparents have been training you for this shit your whole life. You did go through racism. You just you compartmentalized it and you fucking flushed it away because it didn't happen. But you did have, like, your fucking birth certificate stolen when you played Little League. You did have people try to kick you off the team because they thought you were fucking 15, 16 when you were fucking 12. All right? You did have people whose kids' parents would tell the coach that if their kid didn't play over me, that they were going to take their kid off the team. When I was the best player on the team, he's not going to sit me.
So it was shielded from you?
Yes. And people would lie to me, right? My grandpa would never, which, like, I love my grandpa to death. He was a person who he would tell me shit in bits and pieces. Because I feel like he knew my mind. And, like, every time I did something good, he'd be like, hey, all right, now, you got that curveball, nice. And he'd be like, but, you missed a couple of those other pitches. You got to stay in on that. I'm like, all right, cool. He never allowed me to get, like, this, and this. And then, like, he'll tell me some shit where it was, like, if I was having a bad, like, game or some shit, he'll be like, man, it was like those other coaches over there talking about you, how they were saying like that you were like the best athlete they've seen in years. And I'd be like, oh, okay, that's dope. Lifting my spirits, that was it. He wouldn't go more on that, right? My grandma was different, all right? My grandma, she would tell me like the real hard shit that I didn't want, like, wasn't that I didn't want to hear, but I was just like, I don't know. Like, she would tell me like, she was the first one to be like, my birth certificate got stolen. She was like, racist motherfuckers. Like, and I was like, what? Why? I'm like, it's my birth certificate. Who cares? And she was like, nah, baby, you don't understand. She was like, they chose you out of all them motherfuckers up there. Like, everybody's birth certificate, they have to show proof of their age, and yours ends up fucking missing. I got kicked out of a game in Little League. I got kicked out for after I hit the ball, tossing my bat towards the dugout, which everyone did. I got kicked out for it though. Meanwhile, the other team was throwing the bats towards like us. Like, my teammates pitching. They would throw it, like, outwards. But I got kicked out, right? Goes back to the shit I'm talking about, right? Fucking Bancroft almost got, it was like Bancroft. So, my middle school, I almost got expelled because one of my friends did some bullshit, lied and said I did it. This white assistant principal or whatever, and the whole white fucking staff or whatever were like so enraged that they just didn't even look at the cameras that were in the locker room. from what he did. And because he said my first name and using a fucking different last name and whatever, they tried to get me fucking expelled. He had already had all the paperwork. I was done at that school. All he needed was all my teachers to fucking sign off on it. All my minority teachers didn't sign off on the shit. I had Mr. Vo, Miss Din, I think another Hispanic teacher, and then I had Miss Batista too. But in Miss fucking Batista's defense, she married an Asian, so she was white, but she had some soul to her, and I loved it. So like, you know what I mean? Like, but this white man wanted my ass,
Right?
You know what I mean? This is again. Now I'm like, oh, this is racism. Of course, going to Bancroft also was around white people for the first time, and it was super racist. Right?
Super shocking, man.
Super shockingly racist. And I had to, come to grips with that, right? So it wasn't until I was like 20 where I was like, okay, cool. I understand that I'm black. I understand that people are afraid of me for this, and this reason. I can either A, fucking choose to ignore it and try to live my life as like, no, I'm an upstanding citizen. Or B, I can realize that I'm black and say, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna try to help my people and help my family and try to fucking do what I can to help other black people and other minorities, because at the end of the day, we all fucked when it comes to white people, right? I chose the latter. Some people don't do that. Some people will continue to go on and be like, nah, there's nothing, there is no like racism. I don't believe in that shit. My sister, from one of those people, she's one of those people. My older sister, she doesn't believe a lot of the things that happens, even when it happens to like me. She just won't believe it. For her, it's like it's just strange coincidences or instances of like bad luck. It's not clearly what the fuck it is, right? She doesn't want to believe it because for her, she's always been like, again, I also get it. She's always been the girl who's been liked. And I was like, you also portray an image of someone who is not from where you're from. So they don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so when it comes to like the Kanyes, the Daniel Caesars and shit, we gotta let those people go. Even I'm as far as taking it to my sister too. I'll let my sister go. Like, if she was like, you know what? If it's like some sort of like fucking, all right, look, we on this side. Either you gonna be on this side or you gonna be on the outskirts of this shit and be like with them. She's like, oh, I'm gonna be with them. Cool, I'm not gonna save you. Because if we gonna get what we gotta get, we gotta stop trying to fucking forgive and change niggas. Because that's all we do. That's all we fucking do. All year. Niggas say some wild shit, or it's clear that he is not with the team, all right?
So it only in cases like what these people said. Like, it has to be that blatant.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't have to be that blatant?
No, because I completely feel like there is complete moles and, like, double agents in all this shit. And people just don't want to fucking say it. But there is.
Okay, just from a scale from what we were talking about earlier. A scale from Gambino just hiding the fact that his girl happens to be whatever she is, to what Daniel Caesar just did. From, like, that scale. Like, where does it, like, you let him go?
Caesar's clearly gone.
Yeah.
Me personally, I'm keeping Gambino. Me personally. But of course, if it's a vote, he probably won't get on the fucking boat. He's probably gone.
Yeah.
If it's a vote. If it's a vote and it's like, mind you, now it's been some time. So people probably done forgot about the shit. Back when it first happened, if they said vote, that nigga was off the boat.
Damn.
He was off the boat.
Just for that, huh?
And that's the bullshit of all this shit, right? Because this is why we can never centralize anything when it comes to being black and trying to get something focused and get something initiated, because there is a sector of the black people who are like extra black, right? Them niggas is like, nah, fuck that, fuck this. I don't fuck with nothing that ain't black. I fucking buy black, I bank black, I fucking school black, and it's like, cool, all right? That's fine. The fucking Killer Mikes of the world, right? That's fine. That's awesome, okay? But then they turn their nose up to other black people who are like, all right, I'm with it, but hey, I got some white friends, whatever, or like I grew up with some people or whatever, and they're like, nah, fuck that. You gotta only be with us. Now it's a separation. Some people are like, nigga, my wife is white. What the fuck you talking about? Whatever. Like, nah, I can't be with the bitch. Whoa, wait a minute. and this is the shit. This is the issue because you'll let someone like a YesJulz, who's clearly a fucking mole. If anyone's not fucking, hey, if they get me for this, cool, whatever, right? She is a mole, and no one's fucking seeing it. All right, how can you survive this every time? She's a mole. Okay, like she.
So learn to tell the difference, like
Huh?
learn to tell the difference between a mole and just like someone that's
Fucking
genuinely
stupid.
cool.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Yeah.
YesJulz is a mole. All right, she is someone who has never openly championed black people. The people that she openly champions who are black aren't even real niggas. The Kanyes of the world. Sorry, like I like LeBron, but come on, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can tell by the people she aligns herself with, they're not real niggas. Why do y'all think she's able to get away with this shit and just fucking pop back up randomly? She is a plant. She is created, all right, to infiltrate these niggas' shit.
She was genetically engineered to have the fatty that she
Possibly, who fucking knows, right? But I'm like, I'm talking about this is like on real like sick, deep thought shit. I feel like she is someone who she's used to infiltrate these famous black men, women's camps, take a lot of their ideas, and then just funnel them out to people, and then reuse them. Then fucking years later, you'll see someone who had a cool idea. Now some white man is like the inventor of this when it wasn't. It was actually that kid, but because someone like YesJulz was around, she got the little fucking sucked his dick. Got the idea, and there you go. Yeah.
And sold it off.
And sold it off. Like, and this is me personally. It might sound weird. I believe in shit like that. All right. Y'all can call me crazy. Y'all can be like, you think that white people are crazy? Yes, I do. Okay. I feel like it's the same thing in the music that they fucking put out. There's a chick right now. I think her name is Billie Eilish or some shit like that or whatever.
Yeah.
I'd watch her. All right. Because she's on that borderline where it's like, all right, she's pretty cool. I can easily see her down with some niggas soon. All right, watch her. Because I'm the type of person where it's like, I need to know where you came from, where's your background, how are you grinding. I want to hear some shit where it's like, oh, we just made a couple songs one day and they blew up. I don't want to hear that because that doesn't make sense. All right, because I know a bunch of niggas who are way talented than her who can't get nowhere with nothing, right? It's just weird, okay? Same shit. And don't think it's only white people. There's niggas who are clearly moles. All right? Clearly. But you guys are just letting them go through. I don't understand that shit. For years, people thought Nick Cannon was a mole. Hey, tell you something. We all joke about it and say Nick Cannon's fucking corny. Nick Cannon should be celebrated. Nick Cannon has employed more niggas than a lot of you niggas who called that nigga corny. Nick Cannon is on the forefront of being about one of the blackest niggas on earth right now, which is hilarious to me because it's fucking Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon, people seem to forget this. Nick Cannon created Wild 'N Out. Wild 'N Out is honestly like the fucking black SNL. So many niggas have fucking jumped off from Wild 'N Out who have careers because of fucking Nick Cannon. But we shit on Nick Cannon, which is crazy. Like, we openly shit on Nick Cannon. Like, fuck that nigga. Like, and it's like, we gotta stop doing that. All right? In 2019, we gotta stop doing that shit. Nick Cannon's cool. All right? I know the joke's is still funny. But Nick Cannon's fucking cool. Leave that nigga alone. All right? Because he's doing too much for us.
Nick Cannon's hilarious.
Yes, he is, even though he's not. But he hires hilarious people. All right? All right? I don't care. We got to stop doing that. We have to
It's
stop.
like the guy that sold out so that he could just fund everyone else.
Exactly.
He was like, I'll do it.
I'll do it. But
I'll be the corny guy.
But he is our mole. Yeah. He infiltrates these white-ass fucking networks. They give him a job. He then takes it and brings it right back to us. Yeah. Here you go. All right? Which is what we're supposed to be doing. Right? That's why I'm like, fuck. Nick Cannon needs to be like, hey, we gotta have a fucking Nick Cannon day. All right? It's a real nigga. Everyone else y'all fucking champion, they're not real niggas. I'm gonna start naming names. Kevin Hart, you're on the clock, buddy. You're on the fucking clock. Okay, buddy? All right? Because a lot of this shit that you be doing be real coonish. And you be tap dancing. All right? You was the same nigga who was like, I'm not gonna apologize. I'm not gonna apologize for old tweets, and then apologized. I don't understand. Like, come on, man. And you know what's going on. You know what they're doing to you. You're okay with it, though. I don't understand that. You can't make any more money. You have, like, an infinite amount right now. like, that's what I'm talking about, where it's like, you get to a point where they can't do shit to you.
Yeah.
They really can't. You've gone past that point. And it's just, like, it's wild to me. Fucking, I love Steve Harvey, but Steve Harvey, you're on the clock, buddy.
Oh, I thought he passed already.
He's on the clock still. Because we know he's a real nigga. Then he does shit that makes you be like, like, I feel like, again, he tries to mask it with being real. And it's just not like, not today. You can't do it today. You know what I mean? Like,
it's real racist.
Right. But
Like I can't believe he got away with that Asian thing. that was crazy to me.
Like, people you gotta just understand. Like, I like Steve. Like, just Steve says it's funny and it's true. Also, Steve did make a book, pretty much telling black women that everything's their fault. Yeah, like Steve just openly told Monique, you know, hey, you shut the fuck up in front of these white people. All right, we gotta do our place in the background, which we understand it, we know it, we get it, wink wink. But hey, why did you say that publicly? There was no need to say that. You know what I mean? That's a conversation that I get it. He could say it was in the moment and everything. That's a conversation that if we all know it, why would you openly say it? Because then it makes it look like, yeah, you got to tap dance. Which is like, that's not what you want. You can't have someone like that on the squad. You know what I mean? They can't be on the boat.
Yeah, because then all his fans that like really like him, they're like, yeah, we that's what we have to do. And then,
You have to follow that rhetoric. No,
Yeah.
you can't, man. It's either, look, we all got to be for the same fucking cause. I don't care how we get there. We will have to be for the same cause, and we can't take the fucking compromise. Niggas take compromises. That's the issue. This fucking Daniel Caesar shit is a compromise. We don't do that anymore, okay? Fuck that. Because at the end of the day, compromise leaves you right back in the same position. That's all it does.
you start going in a circle fighting amongst yourselves.
That's it. And now, which again, the narrative has been changed because it was, hey, YesJulz, gotta get her the fuck out of here.
Yep.
Joe Budden started the narrative. Get her the fuck out of here. I'm tired of her. And then you had another nigga defend YesJulz, which then made Joe Budden have to go off on the other nigga. Then you had Daniel Caesar talking about, hey, we have to leave Jules alone. Let's defend her and prop her up. And now she's just scurrying away again. She's flying away and she's getting away. No one
focused on
they're all focused on this bullshit. All right. I love Paul Mooney, right? Mm-hmm. I think Paul Mooney's fucking hilarious. Paul Mooney is a type of person I'm talking about, though, where it's like he is so black, it's to his detriment.
Yeah.
Because he says a lot of shit that is completely fucking out of line. Because he goes so much to the point of he disses other black people for not being as black as him, which is not the fucking answer to that shit.
Yeah.
So when Daniel Caesar says bridge the gap, you got to bridge the gap in our community first. You're not doing that. You're saying pretty much, hey, guys, we got to be nice. We can't be like that because that's what they think we are. We can't do that. It's like, okay, so if we stopped acting like, so if we be nice to them, you mean to tell me that they're going to now accept us? Like, that's what I want to ask them.
Right, so you're saying we can't be ourselves.
Pretty much. You're saying that we have to tap dance.
Right. He should be saying, I mean, what if he had said that same thing about just what you said earlier, like the extreme black versus just like the regular pro-black?
Because that's, if he would have said that,
about
then
like those two groups of people,
he would have had a real conversation on his hands. He would have actually said some shit that was thought-provoking and not stupid as fuck. Because that's the shit that niggas don't want to get into. That's the shit that with this podcast, I plan on fucking bringing up more and more. Because that's the real issue between all this shit. The issue is not... Well, the real issue is obviously is white people and black people and fucking... We have to bridge the gap, which is what he's saying is true. We have to get closer to being accepted completely.
Right, but that's... when people say that shit, I always attribute it to like... white people have to do the reaching.
Right.
Like all the other cultures, we've pretty much like maxed
Stay
out.
put.
Yeah, we pretty much maxed out on like
move.
what we could do.
Do not move an inch. Let
Yeah.
them come to us, all right? Because we are the majority now. They are not anymore.
Yeah.
They have to come to us. All, like, your fucking crazy rich Asians, y'all niggas make another one. And keep making even more Asian. Make them niggas come to y'all, all right? These studios and shit, make them come to y'all. Fuck all this bullshit about trying to appease these white people. Fuck that. Fucking, there was the one chick who, I don't know if you remember, there was the Hispanic actress who she had made some comments about how she felt like a lot of it, I feel like they were.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, Gina Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was just like, because the one person was just like a Black Lives Matter, Black women, something about that, and she
Right.
was like all women. She was like all, not just black.
Well,
was it that one?
I think it started with that, but then also there was something about. It started with something where she was like, she brought up how like black people have been getting paid more than Hispanic women.
Yeah, that too.
Like, or black people have been getting paid more than Hispanic people and everything like that.
Which makes sense, by the way, because look throughout fucking history. Black people always go first through the shit, like the major shit first, and then it kind of just trickles back behind them.
But then
All the other cultures.
why didn't she not understand it? I don't know, right?
I don't know.
Like,
People are very self-centered and be like, well, my troubles are probably worse than their troubles because
and that's not the fucking.
it's not the point.
It's not the point, right? The point is, if we all centralize, right? Everyone stands pat, and it's like, look, it's cool she got hers. We need to all get that.
Yeah.
All right? Then it works better. But when you start doing the whole fucking, you start separating the shit and making it be like, oh, okay, like, that's great for them, these black people, but hey, we're over here too doing shit. We need to be like, no, because now what you're doing is, whether subconsciously or consciously, you're now creating a fucking divide. No matter what. You can have the fucking purest intentions on earth. You're creating a divide. All right? That's the shit where that's where Malcolm failed. Because Malcolm's early rhetoric, even though it was fucking right, created a divide.
It was too extreme.
It was too extreme. Which you have to be like, there is being extreme, and then there's being like, you can't turn into the oppressor.
Right.
You can't.
Didn't he like, he went to, what's that, Mecca?
Yeah.
And then that's when he saw, it was just like, oh, like, we're all here together. Right. Like, it doesn't matter what our skin color was. And kind of like, it, like, his perspective, it broadened.
And right when he figured that out, they popped his ass. So, like, this is what I'm talking about. Once we get to the aspect of, wait a minute, we don't have to separate ourselves. We can all do it together. That's when you become dangerous.
Yeah, because once you stop fighting with yourselves, like within yourselves, then it's easy to move forward. Like simple shit, which I thought it was a joke when I read it. There was like this new bill that was passed or something saying that now like employers can't discriminate against natural hair,
right?
Which basically means like black people's hair, like how you know how it grows,
right?
Like they can't make you like, oh, you can't have that hairstyle here,
right?
And blah, 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 you know? And I was like, whoa, it was like, was that a real thing?
It was.
That is fucking crazy to me.
It was.
Yeah.
But then now, I feel like even, see some shit, you know, I feel like it's too late. It's been ingrained so much that you're not going to see, like, we won't see any of the effects of what we're talking about.
No, it'll have to be the next generation.
Like, we'll be dead and gone. Yeah. Or probably super fucking
we just
old.
talked about this the other day. We were driving and talking about how when we were like in middle school and our group of friends was me, him, and Jay. Jay's Asian.
Right.
We were like the only interracial friend group. Everyone else stuck with like just their own.
Yeah, it was weird
to us because it was just like, I mean, I'm friends with those guys too. Like I don't understand. Like we're kind of all pretty much the same.
And that was the funny part because like you and Jay would bring other Hispanics and Asians. I would bring other black people, and then we'd realize like, wait, we all like each other.
Yeah, we all got like along, but then they would never like stick.
Yeah.
It
we would stick together.
Yeah.
Like, and it was so weird because it's like we're clearly the same.
Yeah.
clearly, right? We all know.
Oh my God, we were gang leaders. We were gang leaders in middle school. Holy shit.
We knew it, man. We could have changed everything. No, but I can take Bancroft and be like, that is a sample size for what I'm talking about when it comes to the world.
Yeah.
Because the main oppressors at Bancroft were white people. White staff, white teachers, white students, right? All the minorities at the school were like, wait a minute. All these motherfuckers is racist. We have to stick together. And once we knew that, it was like, all right, cool. Right? Yeah. But then, of course, just like everything else, there would be maybe 6th grade, it worked, right? 7th grade, a couple niggas got some white girls, some white pussies got sprinkled in somewhere. And what do you know? Now everyone's like, hey, I don't really care. I'm cool, man. I ain't got no issues like that, man. And it was funny because it happened. It happened to all of us. We all got it. Just that. Looking back now, it's crazy how that is exactly the world today. We were all together coming in. Mm-hmm. We all got somehow infiltrated and fucking separated. Yeah. And then we came back together wait a minute, hold on. Didn't we all not like this person? Why are we all now what the fuck just happened? That happens. Yeah. So,
but I brought that up because nowadays when I drive by a school or something, all the friend groups are all mixed up.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's dope. It should be that way. And it hopefully each generation it just becomes a mix and mix and mix, and then all that shit really doesn't matter anymore.
Man, I want to see it. I want to see it because we've been pushing that narrative forever, and it's been, our older brothers and sisters and shit would think it's weird that we have this group of friends, and it's none of your friends all your best friends aren't black. It's I don't know, I didn't choose them. They chose me. You know what I'm saying? That's life. But I guess the main point of this is we have to stop appeasing white people. Stop it. We don't have to do that anymore. You don't have to do that anymore at all. Everyone who lives by that standard and lives by that train of thought is either old or lazy. Because you don't need the white cosign anymore to do anything. All right, you don't.
No.
But of course they'll tell you that you do. But again, of course, like I said, you're either old and you're stuck in your ways. And you're no, we gotta fucking deal with these people, or you're lazy and you don't want to go the other route, which is getting it on your own, which is fine.
We wouldn't be able to do this, what me and you do back in the 70s. We would have to get that cosign from the white people.
Exactly. We would have to.
That was the only way, so that's the way to do it. But then fast forward to where all those people that did it in the past, they did it so that us right now can just do it without that shit.
And I'm not trying to make this a whole fuck whitey episode. I'm not. But what I'm trying to get at is, it just so happens that everyone who's in power, in these positions of power, just happen to be white.
And they're old, so they have an old way of thinking.
So we have to infiltrate that, and then once we infiltrate that, we can start to initiate our way of thinking, which is everyone needs to be cool.
Yeah, race is not an issue.
Right. Because all the people who are right now, if you're the whole I don't see race shit, you're stupid.
Yeah.
Because no, all right, you do see it. It's just that you don't see it because you're not the one facing it, which is why you don't see it, right? Yeah. But we have to stop putting these people on pedestals, all right? Daniel Caesar is an idiot. Let him be an idiot. It's fine. Okay, we don't have to save his ass. We don't need him. Okay? You don't need him. You don't need Kanye. You do not need him. All right? People are all no, if you lose Kanye to the whites, who gives a fuck? All right? They can have him. They've already had him.
Yeah, one person isn't bigger than the movement.
That's why it's so crazy how they make us turn into sheep, because it's they'll scare you with the whole aspect of Kanye's turning white. He's gonna be joining Trump. He's talking about being a Republican. Oh my God, he's gonna make all these people follow him. No, he's not. Most niggas can't even be Republicans because they can't afford to be a Republican. Like, all that shit is stupid. It's all fear tactics. That's all it is. It's all it will ever be is fear tactics.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. George Bush is fucking... He's hanging out with Michelle Obama. They're cool. No, George Bush is still a dick.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't mean, like... I'm pretty sure he's a cool guy in person. But I'm like, he still did a whole bunch of dick shit to us. Like, it doesn't negate the fact just because he's cool with fucking Michelle Obama. Who cares? Like, we gotta stop doing that shit. We gotta stop putting these people up on these fucking pedestals as if there's someone who actually is doing something of...
Hold on. Computer.
Like, what the fuck?
Stop. Computer, stop.
That's staying in all this shit.
Our Alexa went off.
Because why we was talking about that real shit. It's the government, they getting us,
Computer
man.
was playing Tupac right now. Like, hell yeah, I'm behind this. Alexa's black, y'all.
Y'all niggas know what y'all talking about. But we gotta stop putting so much faith in these celebrities and quote unquote leaders. You can be a leader. Speaking of Tupac, he's one of the main people who fucking preached that whole we're all leaders. Like, we're all kings. We don't need to stand and wait for people to be like, hey, you guys win. We don't need a Kanye to be like, hey guys, we should all fucking get together and march. No, we don't need that nigga. Fuck
he did
that
that
nigga.
shit from like pretty much the jump of his career.
Exactly.
He
Like,
brought the Crips and Bloods together.
like, come on, man. Like, you don't need none of that shit. Do it. Do it on your own. All right. And the last thing, if not fucking everything from all this shit, is we have to all stick together as black people. Okay. We have to stop fucking trying to divide niggas. At the end of the day, you're all niggas, man. We all niggas. We gonna stay niggas, all right, until we get our way, and then we can start to fucking push this whole positivity and bridging the gap like Daniel Caesar wanted. But until then, all right, you can't fucking don't turn your nose up at other black people, or don't fucking bash another black man who's trying to get to the same place that you want to be. That's stupid, because you're gonna see him again. Then what are you gonna say? Oh, I didn't mean it. Nah, man, I just didn't feel like, hey, I was drunk. I don't fly. Because I'm sorry, YesJulz and that ass won't be in the circle. But what do we know? Get the plugs out, man.
You could find us on YouTube at How Do I Know You? Or you could find us easier, #HDIKY.
Don't use YouTube. It's white. No,
turn on night mode.
That's the name of this fucking episode, Night Mode. YouTube Night Mode.
You can find us.
Damn, Night Mode is crazy, y'all. All the nigga shit come out on Night Mode. Like,
all the hidden fucking videos.
It's fucking BET Uncut, but it's on YouTube.
You can find us on Twitter at How Do I Know You 1. Cue the picture of the hippo. My personal one at I Am Mark.
And my personal one at DC Junior 13.
And we got an Instagram now too. #HDIKY1. We'll get rid of that one soon as we're popular enough to be like, let me have that.
We can buy that. See, like, we can give y'all more content like this if you help us buy other people's shit, so then we can just have it and have the little weird ass blue check mark. That's funny how a blue check mark means that you like know everything. It don't mean shit. People look at blue, oh God, he's verified.
They believe you more.
I know he's verified. Dear Lord, he's verified. He knows everything. He's not wrong.
He's a genius.
He said monkeys fuck people, so monkeys be fucking people. That's what happens.
I'm sure they get horny. I mean, I get it.
It happens, I guess.
We're attractive. Human beings are attractive.
I thought you meant monkeys. I was like, whoa.
No.
Damn, Mark, you all right? The night mode joke I'll allow, but you just called me a monkey, Mark? You going in, right? Hey, yeah.
Oh no, me canceled.
Fucking Mark Jules over here.
I've been turned.
It was the ass. It got you, didn't you?
Oh, yes.
Fucking Mark Jules over here.
It was just so fat.
Fucking Mark Ruby ass nigga, man. You'd be Mark Rubies or some shit.
Oh, fuck. Oh, man. That's so wrong in so many levels.
All right, Mark thinks for monkeys, but
Hey,
as we always say,
like that,
as we always
that's
say,
bullshit.
if I don't know and you don't know, then who really knows? And how do I know you? See you guys next week. And cancel this nigga, man.
Fuck.
Cancel this nigga. Peace.
Bullshit.